Chinese pioneer Xi Jinping on Tuesday startlingly skirted a business gathering of the BRICS monetary gathering in South Africa, sending his trade serve rather to convey a blazing discourse in his name that censured U.S. authority. Xi, who showed up in Johannesburg on Monday for the yearly BRICS highest point of major arising economies, was planned to convey a discourse at its business gathering on Tuesday close by pioneers from India, Brazil and South Africa. However, the Chinese chief neglected to appear at the occasion, with no great reason from Beijing. All things being equal, his prearranged explanation, sprinkled with not at all subtle swipes at the U.S. that have turned into an installation of Xi's global talks, was conveyed by Chinese trade pastor Wang Wentao. In the explanation, Xi required the world to abstain from sleepwalking into the pit of another virus war. That purge really affected the continuous BRICS culmination, noted Hart at the CSIS. Qin would have gone to preliminary BRICS gatherings this mid-year, yet during his vanishing, his appointee was sent in his stead. It's as obvious to Beijing's absence of straightforwardness. With regards to staff matters or delicate issues, Chinese authorities firmly secure the progression of data, Hart said. Irregularities like Xi's vanishing are one more update that Beijing can be a black box. Without straightforwardly referencing the U.S., the assertion said some nation, fixated on keeping up with its authority, has made a special effort to handicap the developing business sectors and emerging nations. Whoever is growing quick turns into its objective of regulation. Whoever is making up for lost time turns into its objective of deterrent. Be that as it may, this is worthless, it added. Xi was the main BRICS pioneer who didn't go to the discussion. Indeed, even Russian President Vladimir Putin, who couldn't join the highest point in that frame of mind to a global capture warrant for his severe attack of Ukraine, conveyed comments practically. Subsequent to skirting the gathering, Xi later gone to a supper facilitated by Ramaphosa, alongside the heads of Brazil and India, and Russia's unfamiliar clergyman. Xi's unexpected non-appearance from the gathering, noted by columnists at the occasion, brought up issues among long-haul spectators of Chinese international strategy. It's very strange for a Chinese chief to appear in a nation facilitating a multilateral gathering, particularly one that China is profoundly put resources into, as BRICS, and neglect to appear at the initial occasion, said Bonnie Glaser, overseeing head of the German Marshall Assets Indo-Pacific program. Brian Hart, an individual with the China Power Venture at the Middle for Vital and Global Investigations, said Xi's non-appearance is exceptionally strange, adding that Chinese chiefs seldom go off script at high-profile occasions like this. It appears to be that something pulled Xi away from the gathering. It might have been a well-being occurrence or maybe a squeezing matter that expected his consideration, he said. It is additionally conceivable Xi skirted the occasion for another explanation, maybe in light of advancements at the highest point. Prior Tuesday, Xi met with Ramaphosa as a feature of his state visit to South Africa before later joining his host and the other visiting dignitaries for supper. The way that Xi avoided his discourse at this gathering, yet made an appearance to different commitment when this one, recommends there was something intense that pulled him away during this window. However, right now we simply don't have the foggiest idea about the explanation, Hart added. Chinese state media and representatives have not given any clarification to Xi's flakeout. All things considered, they have even ventured to such an extreme as to apparently attempt to conceal Xi's non-appearance, Hart said. A report on the occasion by State News Office Xinhua made no notice of Xi's non-appearance or the way that his discourse was conveyed by Wang, the business serve.